Have you ever thought about the laws of credit? Welcome to Your Clear Thinking. I'm Roderick Mitchell, author of Credit Straight Talk, Clarity on the Conspiracy. This episode is part of a series designed to help you build a solid credit foundation. The laws of credit begins with the Consumer Credit Protection Act, the CCPA. I call it the game changer. The Consumer Credit Protection Act forms the basis for a variety of consumer protection laws that were enacted in the years since 1968. Lawmakers determined that there should not be a secret database used to make decisions on consumers' credit. Individuals have the right to see and challenge all information in databases, and that information must expire after a reasonable period of time, a statute of limitations. The CCPA has 5 parts that are important to all consumers. Part 1, the Truth in Lending Act, TILA, is the federal law enacted in 1969 to protect consumers in their dealings with creditors and lenders. It ensures that creditors are provided complete and honest information. Part 2, the Fair Credit Reporting Act regulates credit reports. Part 3, the Equal Credit Opportunity Act prevents creditors from discriminating against individuals. Part 4 is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. It established rules for debt collections. It prohibits third-party agencies from harassing, threatening, and inappropriately contacting a consumer who owes money. Part 5, the Electronic Fund Transfer Act, protects a consumer's finances during electronic transfers. Now I will cover each law and give the details of the Consumer Credit Protection Act. I will refer to it as the CCPA for short from this point forward. Part 1 of the CCPA is the Truth in Lending Act, TILA, which is a 4-part law that promotes a stable economy and enforces consumer rights. A major regulation of the CCPA to be familiar with is Regulation Z. Regulation Z is used to implement TILA, and it is usually mentioned with that act. Regulation Z requires lenders to disclose and explain upon request interest rates, grace periods, payment terms, and any other charges involved with a loan or credit. And any changes in these terms allow you to refuse the loan or money and request all applicable fees that have been paid. Part A of TILA is the Fair Credit Billing Act. It provides a roadmap for disputes related to billing. It includes unauthorized charges, math errors, and incorrect information. Part B of TILA is the Fair Credit and Charge Card Disclosure Act. It requires financial companies and institutions to disclose information including interest rates, grace periods, and annual fees before card renewal when issuing a consumer a new credit or charge card. Part C of TILA is the Home Equity Loan Consumer Protection Act. It requires lenders to disclose key information before issuing you a home equity loan. This act is similar to the Fair Credit and Charge Card Disclosure Act in reference to the mandatory disclosures. Part D of TILA is the Home Ownership and Equity Protection Act. It was enacted to curb predatory lending. Predatory lending is the practice of lending that is designed to take advantage of consumers with lower credit scores, fewer assets, and smaller incomes. Lenders can't offer you a loan that they know you cannot afford. They cannot knowingly set you up to fail. Part 2 of the CCPA is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It regulates consumer credit reports and establishes consumer rights, and it currently has 3 parts. Part A of the Fair Credit Reporting Act is the Credit Card Accountability and Responsibility and Disclosure Act. It limits fees, rate increases, and requires credit card companies to provide consistent payment deadlines. Part B of the Fair Credit Reporting Act is the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act. It holds lenders to a high standard. Someone is always wanting to take it down. It created an independent watchdog system to monitor information given to consumers. This system is meant to ensure that consumers receive clear and accurate credit information. Part C of the Fair Credit Reporting Act is the Fair and Accurate Credit Transactions Act, which outlines the rights of identity theft and active duty military personnel. Part 3 of the CCPA is the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, which prohibits credit-related discrimination based on age, marital status, nationality, race, religion, or sexual orientation. It gives you the right to know why you are denied a loan. Creditors cannot discriminate against individuals who are receiving government aid or public assistance. Part 4 of the CCPA is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, which promotes fair, honest, and responsible debt enforcement practices. It includes a list of rules for debt collectors. Part 5 of the CCPA is the Electronic Fund Transfer Act, which protects consumers when they transfer funds electronically. You have the right to stop pre-approved transfers at any time. This right cannot be waived regardless of any contractual terms. You only need to notify your bank at least 3 days before the next scheduled transfer. In this episode, I talked to you about the laws that regulate consumer credit. I have a conspiracy alert. Do not disregard the laws of credit. They can be a real game changer. You knowing and understanding the CCPA allows you and me to know if a lender or creditor is being fully transparent and what to ask for if we think they are not being transparent. It's like a hidden power we can use. Remember to subscribe below and select the playlist and enjoy this entire series. I'm Roderick Mitchell, author of Credit Straight Talk, Clarity on the Conspiracy. Visit me at yourclearthinking.com, and together we rise.